Very tidy.
Well, there's a clue there, is there?
Sorry?
There's a cleaner. She does the whole block.
Oh, right.
Look, nothing's happened. Not much, anyway.
Of course, something's happened.
We haven't...
Listen, my son's in pieces. To me, that says something's happened. Look, my Todd's the most caring, vulnerable boy I know.
Oh, here we go. So I preyed on some poor, defenceless straight boy, did I?
What I'm saying is that...
Because that's what we do, isn't it? Go out looking to convert.
I've not come here to blame you.
What have you come for, then?
I don't know. To talk to you, to try and make sense of what's going on in his head.
Isn't it him you should be talking to, then?
Todd's a smart boy. I mean, I thought he'd been swapped at birth because his brains didn't come from me. And his father, well, he wasn't the fizziest drink in the fridge either. Up here, he's way ahead. But in here, he makes stupid choices.
Oh, aye?
Look, I'm not talking about you. Well, not just you. I mean, Sarah was a mistake from day one.
You make him sound like he's got no mind of his own.
Well, if he has, all it's done is torture him. How can my sensitive, deep-thinking son get to the point where he almost wished his baby had died?
He said that?
I need to understand what's going on for him. And somewhere down the line, you're a part of all that. I need to know what to do for the best before he destroys what little there is left of him.
Has she escaped?
Martin.
She's nipped away.
How is she?
She's fine. Everything's fine.
They're hoping everything's fine. What she needs now is calm and consistency. Todd knows that they're not a teenage romance anymore. They're a family.
Aye, what's been going on? Hmm?
Martin. I thought the baby was dead.
Hey, shh. What are you crying for? Hmm? Everything's gonna be okay. You don't cry with things that are all right, eh? That's daft.
I feel like I took my eye off Todd. But it was Jason I'd have to watch. But he'd get some girl pregnant and I'd have my work cut out getting him to do right by her. But I look up and it's Todd, stuck in a dead-end job with a stepkid and a baby on the way.
Quite a catch, then. Does it matter if he says he's happy?
What's happy? You're happy for a bit and then your luck changes. Do you know when I was last happy? When I was saving for his uni money, because for the first time, oh God, I don't know how long, I was working for more than just making ends meet. I was working for a future, my son's future.
You'll go back to it one day.
Not if he's trapped by some girl who's hell-bent on doubling the population by the time she's 18.
You'd rather he was gay?
I don't know what I'd rather. I'd rather he'd had this crisis, you know, 2 years ago when there wasn't so much going on for him. But if being gay could take all that away and start again, well then, yeah, maybe I would.
He's lucky. Having you as his mother. My mum would have bounced around and beaten whatever boy she suspected to a pulp.
Can she not cope with it, your mum?
Couldn't. She's fine now.
So what changed?
Her. She found that once she stopped denying it and told people, the world didn't grind to a halt. And actually, most people aren't that bothered. Well, as long as it's your kid and not theirs. My little sister found out at Christmas. And all she said was, "What, like Will Young?" She thought it was cool. I think what changed my mum's attitude, to me, was realising she didn't have a choice of having a straight son or a gay son. What she had was a gay son.
What about Todd?
What about him?
Have I got a gay son? I need to know.
I'd better get back. I'll be on Boyle Lansing as it is, being gone this long.
No, you're not going anywhere till you've answered my question.
It's Todd you should be talking to.
Well, I'm not. I'm talking to you.
Look, the only reason I said as much as I did is because of my mum. Maybe she'd have had a better time if someone had had a sensible conversation with her early on.
Well, that's all very noble, but it doesn't exactly help me, does it? Or Todd?
Todd's not my problem. I fancied him and I reckon he fancied me, but his head's all over the place, and I'm not taking it on. It's not my problem.
Oh, great. So his taste in boys is as bad as his taste in girls?
You want, sir? End of story.
Then why does he say he's in love with you?
He said that. In love.
Well, I don't know. No, maybe not that exactly.
Still, quite an admission that though, eh?
Not necessarily. I mean, just forget it. I just want to do right by my son. And whatever he feels for you or not, I mean, still doesn't get him out of this mess he's in, does it? Look, I shouldn't have come here. I better go.
So what was Gail on about? You not being a teenage romance? Are you copying the blame for what happened or something?
Been arguing in that, me and Sarah.
What about?
Just stuff.
Well, it's probably her hormones.
Nice. It's not her. It's me. Been winding myself up about everything, the baby and that.
It must be weird, though. Thinking she'll have this baby and then for the next million years you're its dad. I'm freaked to know if it's my boyfriend's grandkid.
It is weird.
Hey, Karl.
I've got to get ready for work, so...
Oh, no, stay. I've got to go. He'll be offended if we both rush off as soon as he gets here.
Hiya.
Hey, I was just telling him he could be granddad by the time he's 30-odd at this rate.
Well, he said he wants to bury himself in family life.
Yeah, well, not too deep, though, eh? I'd suffocate. Anyway, I've got to get home. I am supposed to know everything there is to know about complex numbers. And it's bad enough I've wagged off today. Bye. Mwah.
I've got to go, so...
Frightened I might put my arm around you again, against your will.
No?
Oh, Sarah.
She's fine, yeah? Everything's fine.
Well, I'd love to stop and chat like this, but I'm meant to be getting changed.
Going out.
If he's phoned.
Nice for you.
You've made your choice. I've accepted it. You can stop freezing me out now.
Well, sister promises me she's only keeping you in to be on the safe side. You'll be fine.
So it's almost worth it.
Worth it? You've had a terrible time.
Yeah, I know. And I want this baby more than anything. But if thinking we're going to lose him is what's put me and Todd back on track,
But
then...
it shouldn't take something like this.
Yeah, well, if it did, right? Although, maybe next time it might be better to sit down and talk, so it might be a better way to sort out your problems, eh?
We don't need to sit down and talk. We both know what we want. It's to be together and be a family. And neither of us is going to put that at risk again.
Couldn't stay away?
I've come to apologise, that's all.
Aren't you meant to be working?
I know I've got a lot on.
Let's have this apology then, if that's what you came for.
I'm sorry for the way I was with you yesterday and before. I've just been really worried about Sarah and it got too much.
Wasn't too much till I put my arm round you and you ran away.
I didn't run away.
Were you scared that I was coming on to you?
No.
Scared that you wanted me to?
I just needed a bit of space. I know what I wanted, it's Sarah and the baby. It's what I've always wanted, really. And for us to be friends, it just got a bit out of hand, that's all.
That's what you've always felt? That we had a friendship that got a bit out of hand?
Yeah.
So, if I got the impression you felt more than that, I was imagining it.
Yeah, and look, I'm really sorry. I only ever wanted you as a friend.
Funny that, because it's not what your mum said.
Me mum?
Hi.
How is she?
Well, I'll be happier when she's home.
She's under observation, which is the best place for her for now.
And is Todd all right? I mean, did he make it to his shift?
Yeah, I've left Karl keeping an eye on him.
Karl?
Yeah, he's a nurse there. So Todd's under observation and all.
Will you sit down?
She's no right to come here. What's she thinking of?
You, mostly.
I don't... How did she know you were?
Calm down.
What did she say exactly?
That you were in love with me.
I never said that.
Didn't you?
A flaming killer?
She's not keen on Sarah.
She blames Sarah for everything. And she's wrong.
She stopped you taking your exams.
No, I did. I walked My choice.
Why? You could have still been with Sarah if you'd sat your exams. It's not like you were doing an A-level in being a puff.
No, passing those exams would have taken me away from her.
Maybe you'd have failed.
I'd pass exams, that's what I'd do. And then I get shunted on to the next lot and I pass them as well. Nobody lets you stop and think what you want. You end up only doing what other people think you should.
Like being straight, then?
No, I'm not talking about...
You're talking about going your own way, whatever people think of you, not letting them run your life.
Yeah.
So you jump from bright schoolboy to respectable family man. You've just swapped one way of being accepted for another.
I love Sarah.
Keep saying it. Maybe it'll shut out that other voice.
Do you know what? I'm going. I'm meant to be at work.
You told your mum you were in love with me.
No,
It's not true.
No.
So you feel nothing for me? See, I think you want me.
I need to go.
Admit it.
I don't.
Say it then, that you don't want me.
I don't want you.
Look at me and say it. Because I want you. Put 2 sugars in it. Good for shock. It's okay, Todd.
No, it's not. How's it okay? I'm getting married.
You knew that last night.
I know I did. What am I doing?
I was exactly the same.
She's having my baby.
I know. Listen. My head was all over the place, like yours is.
So what am I supposed to do? Well, I can't lie to her.
No one's talking about lying. All you've got to do is keep it together, yeah? So you won't go doing anything daft. Promise me.
I've got to go.